Welcome back to another 9446 Network diecast review, and today we're going to be reviewing a Darlington throwback of Ryan Preece's 2021 Velveeta Mac and Cheese, or Velveeta Cheese, Chevy Camaro for JTG Doherty Racing, and JTG barely gets diecast made, so I'm really shocked this one got made, but I'm glad it did, and here's why. I've been using that other brown bush baked beans 37 car for a while. I wanted to use a new one on the new mold and everything, but we haven't been able to get that opportunity in quite some time. So now we do. And this right here is gonna be his throwback, and I really like this car. And you're right, this car doesn't really look like a throwback. You got a little bit of Days of Thunder styling in there with the color arrangement, but this is a throwback to, I believe, his crew chief's truck from the truck series. But you can't really tell, because these used to be flames on that Velveeta truck. And they turned it into cheese because Velveeta, get it? Cheese, Velveeta. So that's why they have this as a quote-unquote, like, throwback. But it's not really a perfect throwback because of that. But I still like it. It's creative. At least they had creativity in mind when they were making this car. And, of course, throwback wheels, the standard for all throwback diecasts. Number 37, JTG, Chevy Camaro ZL1. Very, very rare we get these JTG cards, man. I'm really shocked this is in my review station right now. Velveeta, Ryan Preece Chevrolet. Sunoco next to the dive planes. Goodyear, NASCAR Salutes, NASCAR Race Car. Ryan Preece with that beautiful, beautiful name font with a little lightning bolt next. I really, really like that with Ryan Preece. That looks really cool. I hope you guys can get a good look at that. That looks really, really nice. Wow, that's beautiful. Gosh, I love that name tag for him. Number 37, and it kind of looks like an RCR font, which is kind of weird considering this is a Hendrick aligned car. He got the Sherwin-Williams, SEM, and two other sponsors I can barely read. I'm not really familiar with to begin with because there's barely any JTG cars that get released. Velveeta Wix right there. Very small Wix logo. The back has Velveeta. You got Chevrolet, ZL1 Camaro 1LE 37. Oh, a little chip there. Bush's Baked Beans. I'm just getting tired of that diecast. Scott's, another sponsor I can't read. Man, is that Nature's Valley? Yeah, that's Nature's Valley. NOS! Holy crap, NOS got on this car. There's no base on it, but you have a NOS logo right there. Wow, that's crazy. You have, can't really read this logo. I'm sorry, man, I'm trying. These are really small decals. Hugs, I believe that is. Hershey's Chocolates. Not even going to begin to try to pronounce that one right there. Louisiana Hot Sauce, Energizer. Because this Kroger, you got a bunch of these spawns. Is that Ballpark Hot Dogs? Bread right there. Downy, Dawn, and Crest. Yeah, this is definitely one of those Kroger type cars. Preece, 2 Velveeta. Not one! 2 of them. Man, this is definitely a fully funded car. That's for sure. So we're going to get the paint scheme review. We got the dark blue outline with the red outline and the white number fill-in all across the car. On the front, though, you have the red 37 with the blue outline on the front right there, under the headlight, and on the back as well, under the taillight. Black splitter, black spoiler. This car is spray painted a cheese yellow. Very, very, very nice looking yellow. I love this because I'm a big cheese guy, man. I love cheese sticks. I love melted cheese, I love grilled cheese, I love mac and cheese, and I have a Velveeta diecast with cheese on the car. And the mac and cheese truck from Josh Reuse and Roger and Josh Reuse. Bobby and Roger Reuse? That truck with the mac and cheese on it. Man, I love these cheese-themed cars. I mean, this is definitely going to be a cheesy kind of review. Get it? Cheesy. Man. So it starts out with the yellow, and once again, very Days of Thunder-like arrangement with these colors, except the lines are kind of switching this way instead of that way. So we're going to get a closer look at the detail of the cheese, because we know the whole front's yellow, and we know the whole back is yellow. Let's just take a look at the overall paint scheme. So the red is just a decal wrap, and not actual paint, because the whole entire car was painted yellow. So let's take a look at how the cheese is on this car. Very interesting how they wrapped this one. They painted it yellow and then red. No wonder the red kind of looked different from the painted red cars. So you have the cheese melted on the car. You can see how it kind of melts onto the car. And then the back, you got little holes in it. You can see the holes in it right there with the cheese. Had a little bit of a detail right there with how the cheese is. You got little shadow effects to it. Here. Wow, especially on this side. Wow, you can actually tell more on this side than you can on the other with, like, the shadowness to the cheese. Like, it has, like, depth to it. Actually, I think it's kind of both the same. It's just my camera's making everything look funky with this. But you could definitely tell there's depth to the cheese on there. You got the little splashing cheese on the side. Just splashes across the side of the car. Very, very beautiful. Man, I love this car. I'm going to tell you something. This is a beautiful diecast. So you got cheese splashing across towards the number 37. They got a little long strand of cheese right there. Just like on this. It's the same on both sides. The 37 actually gets hit by one of the cheese strands right there. As you can see. Very, very cool. I don't know if it's me or the 37 looks a little bit like lower and smaller on this side than it does the other side. I can't really tell. But that's probably why the cheese is making contact with the 37 right there. And all the back is yellow, and the deck lid is all yellow. As such with the front. And you can see, I love... This is a very cool to have a Velveta diecast. Never thought I'd ever have a Velveta diecast. I will say, though, their mac and cheese shells, they were good and everything. They were great. But I kind of do like me some Kraft cheese products. A slight bit more... I haven't had mac and cheese in a long time. Maybe if I have the cheese shells again, I might like it more. Because it's Velveta and it's cheese shells. I would say Velveta is kind of underrated for cheese products. You know, a lot of people look at Kraft. Or like these other companies that make cheese. And they just, and then you see Velveta on there. It's kind of like a competitor to Kraft. Which is pretty interesting. We haven't gotten a Kraft diecast in a long, long time. I don't think we've ever gotten a Kraft diecast. So Kraft is going to have to start doing stuff for cheese paint schemes. We got the Bobby and Roger reused truck, which I'm not sure what brand of cheese that is, or if it's just a GoFundMe or anything like that. It might just be a generic paint scheme with a message on it. But that's really cool. I really like this car. There was your 360 view of it. This is a Gold Series car, and I believe it's going to be a Gold Series exclusive as of today. And I got to tell you guys something. The Authentics line, they made a huge mistake using the Hunt Brothers truck. It's the same pick and scheme as Kevin Harvick. This really should have been the car we got for Ryan Preece in that wave. A little displeasure there because I had to spend the $8 for a team that's not even going to exist in the next Flash Racing Cup season. 37's gone. But I had to spend $37, or $37, God, $37, $8 for a car that's only going to be used for one season. And it's because it's just Ryan Preece to fill the field out. But they didn't put this in Authentics. More people would have gotten this than that truck. I guarantee you on that. Bet your bottom dollar this would have sold better in Authentics than the Hunt Brothers truck. God, that was a big, huge, huge mistake on their part. I don't know who made that decision. They knew this car existed. They knew people would have wanted an Authentics Velveta car, or 37 Preece car. Why didn't we get this instead of the other one? It doesn't make any sense at all. So that's really unfortunate. I don't know why. And watch, they're probably going to give us this car in the next wave as we speak. I'm going to say something here before I end this video. Of course, I'd like to see yellow wheels. I'm going to say something here at the end of this video. I feel like there needs to be a way for us to see what cars can be in the next wave. I do not like the fact that when we get these waves, you don't know, and then you go to the Gold Series, like, I might wait on this car, I don't want to spend the $8, and then it never gets made in Authentics. That's a huge chance you're taking right there. I do not like that at all. I really do wish that they would probably be a little more, like, straightforward about what cars are going to be Authentics and which ones aren't. Because if you don't get it in the Gold Series and they never make it Authentic, that's a huge chance you're taking. And you don't ever want to take that chance nowadays. Because these diecasts, they are going to sell out one way or another. There has to be a way for someone to get this out there a little sooner. That way we know what cars will be made Authentics and which ones won't be. That's just a huge pet peeve I have as a collector. I know I've been buying a lot of Gold Series stuff recently, okay? But I'll be honest with you, I do not like spending the extra money. All you're getting is the black roll cage, okay? Black roll cage, and maybe a rare diecast. And that's all you're getting. All you're getting, window banner, black roll cage, the same $5 quality as an Authentics card. And that's, I don't understand why they would even charge more for that. I mean, that's another thing I'll talk about in another video. Not going to waste time in this Velveta review that I just finished doing, talking about it. But I had to get that off my chest. Thank you guys for watching this diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals in your diecast. And comment, like, and subscribe for more diecast reviews.